as we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Aztecs will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Riley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Broncos offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
I love the offense coming out, being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means.
Touchdown, Aztecs! They put the first points on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there. Give it another spin. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Let's think just a little bit about San Diego State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rushes on him. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Aztecs are on the move. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. Here on 2nd down. Let's see if they keep it on the ground. Leaves it with the running back. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
And the Aztecs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Wall. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, San Diego State. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down. Wide open downfield. On to the right. Ripping through the defense. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Going for 6. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll start this drive firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Malone.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. And job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. At the 35, he's got room. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that 3rd down. They're
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game.
Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown Broncos! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something else. Dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Under fire. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
The Aztecs will send out the punt unit. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, David.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Broncos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Runs through the tackle. Got enough for the first. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it inside the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wall. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Aztecs want to crank the tempo. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Wall. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has put on a display. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like,
there he goes. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise.
And the Broncos will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. He'll do it himself. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabs behind the line. It's Wall. Powers through the defender. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Offense set on 1st down. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the 1st down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Aztecs with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got his man on the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
The Aztecs will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Here's a heat. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, and Spillman. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Broncos are in the hurry-up.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm.
Gashing the knee on the right. Touchdown, Broncos. And the comeback is on. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UAB. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Aztecs in a good spot here with second and short. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Aztecs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. That's caught. It's ball. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more.
Oh, he's got some space. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Aztecs have it in scoring position on first and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason it was an inaccurate throw.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man.
Backs going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aztecs. And they take it in for 6 more points. If If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun. Give on the inside. Got the first down and more. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. First and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the third quarter. To the air on first down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. On the move, it's Wall. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback may change this route. Catch in the middle, it's Wall. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Turning it on. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. The Aztecs will hustle to the line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bates. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Got his man downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Runs through a tackle. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Broncos trying to cash it in on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on first and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Barrels ahead. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. On the run, it's Gaines. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Aztecs will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Broncos racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Boise State! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side.
The defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
That's a fumble on the play. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Bringing the heat. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Broncos!
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. 1 possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective, not scoring.
There he goes. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Running to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. The Aztecs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Guys,